And a one. Bing, bing. We're live. It is a Monday. It's Sam and Nico. It is the Martin Fowler Scrum. It is that confusing time of year when now Europe has changed the time zones 2 weeks after the US and unlike lots of other places. So we're very confused. And we're doing the Scrum anyway, or at least with Nico and myself, who are both in Europe. So what's going on? This morning, I've been working on the Anthony Powell membership database. I'd taken the kind of like real data and stuck that into the database, and that went relatively smoothly. And I'm really hoping that we can wrap the project up. But we'll see now. The client will use the system with the live data, and maybe they will show up lots of issues, and we'll just see. But it's important to get that done because I think they're trying to do their updates now. Yeah, I started reviewing some pull requests. Just merged in Nick's pull request on website 1, which is he's got a fix for the karma function. Yeah, so we should try and get that deployed.
Sure.
At least to staging and run the rake task, and yeah, I think it's got some error handling and some performance improvements there. I just merged Brent's tests into the async voter API client, so that's good. Yeah, and that's about it. Am I blocked on anything? I guess not, apart from making that time machine. There's a lot of admin tasks. So tomorrow I've got a full day workshop on social prescribing technology. So I'm not going to be around tomorrow.
Okay.
And Friday is, I don't know about in Germany, but Friday is a national holiday here in the UK.
Yeah, here
yeah. Right. So, but I'm basically going away for these. So I might be around briefly on Friday, but anyway. So it's going to be a crazy week. Things we've got coming up today: the Elixir mob at some time that I'm now confused about, and we'll just see how I can fit my lunch in. And the autograders meeting will probably happen at some point. Confusion. And then I've been scheduling to have a new members meeting. I've already edited the time that I posted in the new members group several times because I've just been so confused about what that is. But we'll see. We'll do that. That's a new members meeting in the sort of AV community meeting slots. Yeah, and that's me. There's also the end of the financial year at the end of the week. So I've got we've got all stuff. Oh, there's so much stuff to do. Anyway, there we go. Nico, how about you?
Fine. I've been working on website 1. I think that all the web pages, the static pages, we already have them. But I would like to check. I mean, all the tables need to have some styles because the styles that we are using on production, they are not reflecting on the tables that we have now because the styles were being applied to each particular row. We don't have styles for the tables.
Okay. Right.
We need to apply. We need to create new style for the tables that we have. And the other thing that we need to check is that all pages are being loaded in the way that we want. I mean, talking about styles also, because I don't know if they are going to display in the same way. Maybe we have, I don't know, to create a style for the different titles that we have and that kind of stuff. Maybe it takes some time.
But, go on.
And the other thing, yeah, I have to create the tests on the rake task that I created for grabbing all the static pages from GitHub.
Right.
So
good stuff. Okay, yeah, there is a lot of anything else blocking you or any other plans?
Not at the moment.
No worries. Okay, that's very interesting. Well, I guess that's our Scrum. Yes. So we've got an interesting DevOps situation here in that, for example, so we've just got this thing from Nick that we would like to get out into production as soon as possible because it'll probably from what he's saying, it sounds like the process to sort out the karma calculation has been kind of running out of control, and maybe that's even partly responsible for our memory errors.
From our memory leak,
who knows? But yeah, so he's got some. So we certainly want to get that out. So there's, and we've merged that into develop. I guess So I'm just thinking about what is the. I mean, maybe I'll just bring up some tech. We've got. It's an interesting DevOps situation. So give me some paper. Let's not. Give me a new one, fresh one. Does it? Thank you. Right. So we've got Nick's thing. Nick's fix, and that will soon be on develop, because I merged it and I guess it'll run the tests and then it'll deploy it to develop.
So it's running. Yeah.
So it'll be on develop. So the test that we need to do there is we need to run, do a test run of the, gosh, what's it called? Of the Karma calculator update, Karma update. So that needs to be done. And assuming that works, we want to deploy ASAP. I guess maybe I could have done a test run of that Karma update locally. Now that might even be the fastest way to move. And then we've got Nico, the new content thing. So now, and I guess that this, we want to do a test run of the import. You've done that locally, haven't you? Test run of import.
Yeah. You don't need to deploy it if you want to try it, because it's hitting the GitHub API. So you just need to run it locally, and you will grab all the pages.
Right, and you've like did a so the issues that we encountered there is there's the loss of some styling.
Yep.
In tables, in some pages. So now and I guess the thing there is that the stuff on GitHub is Markdown, so we can't kind of like individually style those tables. It's basically like the Markdown tables will receive a particular styling, and then that's going to be basically means that all of our, if we want them to have a particular style, I mean, they're going to be, I don't know. Have you got the thing running locally? Can you show me what the tables look like at the moment if you're just like running your local server and share your screen?
Yeah. I think that I don't. Let me set up this. Okay, where I am. I'm here. Okay. I will share my screen. Share. Okay. So this will come here.
Great. I'm just thinking, and I guess if we get to the point that we want to start inserting JavaScript,
that is the thing. If we have, for example, if we want to have different styles for different tables, I don't know how to manage that.
No, and I think it seems sensible that we should have a consistent table style across the whole site. That's yeah. I mean, the other thing I'm just thinking of is that if, for example, we've got a link that we want to have tracked with JavaScript, right? But what we can do is then we can kind of add to our own.
I was working on some kind of styles on tables, but this is how it looks.
Right, so this is how it looks at the moment. Yes. So that's probably we don't want to push that out until we've until we figure. But so if you do an inspect on that table, like just choose a row in the table and do inspect into the tools. Now the interesting thing is, what kind of styles does it have out of the box? Like it's Markdown, it's created the table elements, it's got style. So there's right. So if we wanted to style these, we would kind of need to basically add CSS styles that were specific to tables generally.
Yes,
wouldn't
exactly.
we? Just like style the table, what have you? What have you. Okay. So there's that's kind of, we've got so there's a table styling blocker on.
And for example, I don't know if this is the about page. I don't know, maybe you want to check that all the styles here are what you expect. For example, maybe this one you want to make it, I don't know, bold or
Yeah. I mean, I think
Some little stuff
it all
here.
needs to be like adjusted and but that once something's we can continue doing that incrementally as we've
Yeah,
deployed it.
but this
But
one with the tables, yeah, is
that
a
will
blocker.
require a change to the style sheets. Yeah. So we've got okay. So then, well, that makes things a bit easier because I was thinking we wanted to try and do all these different things. So right. So we've got a blocker there on the table styling. I believe
Yeah.
that Lara, in order to get this, I think she did the styling on those tables. She went in and she added them like to the like inline to the site. So
Well,
so if
okay.
if you look on your and on
If I go here,
yeah,
right?
it's difficult now because on the site itself, we've got it set up so that it we can't
Yeah.
automatically. But yeah, maybe if you look at the table there, yeah, you can see the font family is just and you can see like the table there. It's got a class TG and then there's style, border collapse, border spacing, border color, AAA.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think they're all the styles are in line.
Perfect.
Because
So I can grab the style from here and try to create the styles on the styles
so you could create a separate CSS file that's specifically like
Perfect.
markdown tables, and then
Perfect.
yeah, cool, okay,
I will do that.
yeah, good show. Okay, and then if we come back over to that's actually then not so complex because that means we don't need to push anything out. What we can
No.
do kind of immediately is we could go to website one here, and so develop. So I don't need to pull down the. I guess I do get pull. No, I don't. So on develop. So in principle, on. Okay, I mean, I can run it both locally, but also I could run it on develop, which I guess is a better test because that's on the. Yeah, I guess I would get pull origin develop and get those changes. But so what I really want to do, I guess, is if I do Heroku run rake karma calculator minus r develop like this, assuming that that's the right syntax or whatever. But so what was happening previously before Nick's changes is that this process would never finish running. It would just get stuck. So I guess we leave that there now and check that it's what it does, and potentially depending on how long it takes to run. I guess I could also be trailing the logs. So I could do Heroku logs minus t minus 155. I just do minus t and do minus r develop like so, and then we might. So there, that's thinking about it. We're getting a warning about a fix num. Okay. So we can see there it's running, and we'll see if it gets to conclusion, but we won't wait for that now. Yeah, and I guess I'll let you know. What I'm hoping is that this will finish, and then we'll be able to go to develop .adventures.org and turn that on. And we'll see that the karma calculators. Oh, there we go. Look, that's in there. Oh, no, that was me just trying to attach to it. I guess actually, if the instance is off, will this not run? I wonder if the instance has to. Go on.
I don't know. Good question. I will turn it on.
Yeah, if you could just turn that. Yeah, maybe it has to be on for this. It's interesting because we can, even with it not on, we can still see the logs. We can still.
It's on.
Is it on now? Is it cool?
Yeah, now. Yes.
We start that process. But what I was going to say is hopefully after it's run, because we've got sort of more accurate data in develop, we should see the users' karma things updated to sensible numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to know if that's all. It's interesting because it still tells us that it's about to run bundle exec rate karma calculator. That sometimes happens. It starts with an error there, then that's there, and then we want members. That's the usual numbers. I think what I'm going to, okay, come on. Here, I'm going to kill that.
Yeah.
I'm going to restart it there. I'm also going to try and run it locally. So to run it locally, I would do rake karma calculator. And I guess we'll see if either of them finished. So this is the, should have got some logging in there saying like, there you go, that's the, so you can see here, I mean, this is the background job, but then this is web processes. So I don't know that it's going to make, and that's the background thing there. So I think we'll just, oh gosh. I've already installed 2.5. Okay. Right. Ah. One thing after another. Anyway, we'll just have to leave that running. As I was saying, that there's lots of other things to show you, but like about testing, how we test performance on staging and so on. But yeah, I think that we'll maybe leave that. I'll let you know what the conclusion of these things is, and then depending on that, we can get the next thing out into production. But
cool,
good stuff. Excellent. Thanks, Nico. I'll see you later on. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye bye.